Coming to you live with some breaking news. This is unreal. I'm here in the office editing last night's Beyond the Box, getting ready to release it, and this news drops. Unreal. We've got Jameson Williams, CJ Moore, wide receiver Stanley Berryhill, and wide receiver Quintez Cephus have been suspended by the NFL for violating the NFL's gambling policy. 1 year minimum. Done. I don't know what to even say about this. This is like a nuclear bomb being dropped. Ian Rappaport. Sorry, I'm coming off of strep throat, so you'll have to excuse the voice. But the NFL suspended 5 players, including the Lions wide receiver Jameson Williams for violating the NFL gambling policy. CJ Moore and Quintez Cephus, plus Commander Shaka Toney, are suspended indefinitely at least 1 year. Williams and Detroit's Stanley Berryhill are suspended 6 games. Unreal. Here's what Brad Holmes had to say. Let's pull it up. As a result of an NFL investigation, it came to our attention that a few of our players had violated the league's gambling policy, said Detroit Lions Executive Vice President and General Manager Brad Holmes. These players exhibited decision-making that is not consistent with our organizational values and violates league rules. We have made the decision to part ways with Quintez and CJ immediately. Done. We are disappointed by the decision-making demonstrated by Stanley and Jameson and will work with both players to ensure they understand the severity of these violations and have clarity on the league rules moving forward. Holy crap. Pull this back up. I mean, what do you even say about that? Let's see here. My computer's locking up. I mean, for a rookie like Jameson Williams, foundational piece of the Detroit Lions, to do something so stupid and immature is just unreal. Oh, come on, Terry Gilbert. I'm reading it just like you. So, yeah, his career is tainted immediately. I'm not sure how, with the immaturity that was reported last year and his continuing issues like this, like how does he even recover? Do the Lions just move on to another high-level receiver in the draft, try and replace him? Obviously, they said they're gonna mentor him. They're going to try and grow him. Of course, they're going to say that. They've invested an immense amount of time and money into the man. But immediately cutting 2 players like that obviously shows how pissed they are and how much this means to go against the culture of this organization and to bring such negative light on a team that is shining bright like a star. I mean, the whole league's eyes are on the Detroit Lions right now. Everybody's watching us. To bring this negative light is unacceptable. It's all right, Terry. I'll take care of you. There you go. So, what do you guys have to say about this? What's your feelings on this? I mean, this is an immediate, huge breaking news. Let's put some people up on the screen here. Richard Jackson, what's your thoughts on this, buddy? What a shame. Absolutely. Guess we're drafting a wide receiver. That ain't on nobody's mock draft right now. I promise you that. We're looking all D. Definitely changes the game plan. NFL, let's see, go back to the official. This is the official release. NFL indefinitely suspends 3 players and 2 other players 6 games each for gambling policy violations. The NFL confirmed today that 3 players have been indefinitely suspended for violating the league's gambling policy. 2 other players were suspended 6 games. Quintez Cephus and CJ Moore, the Detroit Lions, and Shaka Toney, the Washington Commanders, are suspended indefinitely through at least the conclusion of the 2023 season for betting on NFL games in the 2022 season. These players may petition for reinstatement at the conclusion of the 2023 season. Stanley Berryhill and Jameson Williams of the Detroit Lions are suspended for the team's first 6 regular season games of the 2023 season. These players are ineligible to participate in off-season and preseason activities, including preseason games. The suspensions will take effect at the final roster cutdown. That really sucks, man, because he had all last year where he couldn't participate until the tail end of training camp. So not having that ability to get that time in with your teammates and to get that time in with the team means everything. And so he's coming into another year, 6 games in, where he's not going to have that ability to play with his teammates and get that kind of gel with his quarterback that he's going to need to truly succeed in this league. Let's see. The gambling policy, which is annually reviewed into all NFL personnel, including players, prohibits anyone in the NFL from engaging in any form of gambling in any club, league, facility, or venue, including the practice facility. A league review uncovered no evidence indicating any inside information was used or that any game was compromised in any way. This is just absolutely awful. Awful. I'm sure the guys are going to cover this in detail. They're going to go in depth, but I wanted to go live, suffer through. Like I said, I'm literally going through strep throat right now. So again, apologize for the voice. Apologize for calling it 12 games. It was the first headline that I was able to grab in. But I wanted to get this out there to you guys and start that conversation with us across all our social platforms. And speaking of which, please make sure that you jump over to YouTube. If you're over on Facebook right now, we're live on 12 different platforms right now. Head over to YouTube, because that's really where we publish all of our videos. And we're going to go in depth on this, man. We're going to cover it. Next week, we're going live for the draft, and you're not going to want to miss that. Eric, AJ, and Dylan will be live here in the studio. We're going to be covering the first round, and it's going to be crazy. Coming into it with this news is just unreal. But I'm going to head off. You guys, please continue the conversation down in the comments below. Head over to YouTube, subscribe, and we'll talk to you guys later when the Beyond the Box gets into this in detail. I don't even know how to end this thing.